guys. So today we are going to do rear drum brakes on a 93 Dodge 3500. So if you're looking for a video, basically you're probably at least this far. You've got the hub off, you've got the axle out of it. It kind of bolts up weird, but at this point this is the hard part. So I guess we're going to show you how to fix or take them apart and put them back together, which has always been the hard part for me. Anyway, I guess we'll get started with it. So first thing you're gonna do is get the 3/8. Well, actually, you're gonna get the 3/8 wrench, and you're gonna undo the line to the wheel cylinder at the back. Go ahead and get that off and out of the way. Then you're going to take the 3/8 socket and go ahead and pull the bolts out of the wheel cylinders. And when you get your new brake kit, it doesn't come with it doesn't come with wheel cylinders anyway, so you gotta buy those separate. But just be aware that a lot of the hardware that you need for this, you gotta reuse. So don't lose it, tear it up. If you take it apart one day, you're gonna put it back together another day. Just keep in mind, keep up with what you're looking for. And then 10 mil. No, not 10 mil. 7/16 to get the bolt at the back of this bracket. All this. Just kind of holding it to keep that pin from spinning. And on this one, they didn't have the self-tensioner hooked up, and we're gonna hook all that back up and show you how to do that. Okay, so now you get that loose, let all this hang. Okay, we're gonna try this way and see if it works. It's always a good idea too, don't tear both sides of your truck apart. The other side's a cheat sheet, so you can figure out how to put it back together. Slide that off the nail. That spring's loose. Over here, you're gonna do the same thing. Just clip your nail or your spring, slide it off the nail, and then since you've already got everything else loose, so you keep up with the springs. It should all just come out like that. Okay, so now we know why this wasn't hooked up. The actual cable part that goes to it is broke. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to do this anyway. And then I'm going to have to go buy another one and take it apart and redo it. But at least you might be able to figure it out. So take your new wheel cylinder. It only goes on one way, and these are left and right side. Put your pin in it. Put your pin in it. Get them up and down. And then this goes back in through here. Oops. Whoopsie. Get them started again. Figure out which way the ratchet goes, I'll be all right. Okay, so your wheel cylinder's on. Ow. That was my head. Alright. So going back together with it, always put the one with the pin on the lower. It's gonna go towards the ass of the truck. And then take your vice grips, go ahead and clamp it while you got it out here.
Always big pad on the rear.
Big pad to the rear. You take this, kind of worm it up, and then take your nail and slide it over, okay? And then just release your vice grip, first pad on. And then with this one, so it makes it easy for you, you can't really mess it up. But obviously the hole goes to the top. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Fourth hole down. Oh yeah, good job. So I was about to mess up there. Where'd that one that was back there go? So these go for your adjuster, and on this side they go in that hole. You take them and they just got to bend over to clamp. They don't stay until you do both of them. Yeah. Clamp it like that. And they ain't gotta be perfect, they just gotta stay in. So now, since we're not ahead of ourselves anymore, take your spring, put it in. Yeah. Okay. Clamp your vice grip again. And then same deal over here. Get your pin into the hole. Get that kind of squared up. And then pull your nail over. There. And there are tools that kind of make that a little bit easier, but this is just minimal basic. You can do it with what you got. It just sucks a little bit more. Whew. Okay, and then so your little spring. Goes into that hole. You're well underway.
Second from the bottom.
Second from the bottom, second from the bottom. And this one, normally a bitch to do. Just being honest about it, because there's so much pressure.
That there's your top spring.
Yeah. So, once again, like I said, there are spring compressors that make this a lot easier, but get your vice grips tight. This will let you do it in your front yard. You always need a buddy hand, because once you got so much force on it, you need somebody else to push the damn thing over. Okay, so you got that. And this bracket goes back up into here, but this is what's broke. So this will go back in like that. This cable actually will come around and the cable wraps around this bracket, goes down, and it all connects in with the adjuster, which is here. So you want to set the adjuster to where when you spin it, so it's got to go in. When you spin it up, it opens. Got that there. Line up that. Oh, okay. Square hole. So as you adjust out, it opens. And that arm will actually wrap around and lay to where the clicker, as it needs it, it'll just roll up on this, kind of strum it. But, so your hard parts are gonna be these springs, obviously, and you can do them with vice grips. This is just kind of the pattern that works the easiest. Put the nut back up there so I don't lose it while we go to the parts store. And just in a quick rundown, we'll do a follow-up video to show you how to finish it. But as I said, the hard part for me has always been getting the springs where they need to be. So that kind of shows you how to finagle the springs into going in without having to have the spring tools and everything else. Anyway, we'll check back up.